Okay, guys, here's the context real fast. I'll just kind of go over it. Stodal's made a video. I thought I'd respond to it real fast. Yeah, I usually don't like answering to other people's criticisms, but because I think people can misunderstand and look at that and be like, hey, Aaron, what is this? I thought I'd respond to that. So the context of the video Stodal's made and the conversation I had with Kathy doesn't actually bother me at all. Once you apply context and think about it a little and I guess understand me. First of all, I was friends with Kathy. We've had quite a few conversations before that point. So leading up to that conversation, she made disparaging comments about herself in the room. There was a kind of private conversation and then a main conversation. In the main conversation, I think we were talking about her videos or something, and then somehow the conversation of SpongeBob came up, and then I talked to her in private message, and then she started disparaging herself pretty hardcore in the room, saying how no one liked her and how, you know, boys aren't ever attracted to her, and just a lot of negative remarks. And she mentioned how, like, girls weren't either or something. I don't remember exactly. And she's bi. I'm probably going to put it on the side because I think Anna, when she wakes up, she probably has record of this because she kind of keeps records of everything. So of the main conversation of why this conversation even happened. So I didn't essentially solicit her trying to talk about sex. She talked about very disparaging remarks about herself in the main room, and that's why on the side room that became a point of talking. That became a point. I wasn't soliciting her, if that makes sense. And I made over-the-top remarks, which I make over-the-top remarks all the time in my videos and in real life, okay? So I don't feel bad. Someone was like, sorry, I have to cough. I saw someone put like, oh, that topless thing, la la. And then, of course, after it all, I put, but seriously, there's no, like, that was obviously a joke. I was totally joking about it all. I have no problems with what I wrote. And I actually have no real problems with it getting out either and people seeing that's what I wrote. I, in fact, wrote it with my girlfriend talking with me because we were in multiple conversations and my girlfriend was there too. So obviously she doesn't have a problem anyway. She's the moving sheets is her now. You know, she has no problem because she understands the context and my personality and looks at what I said and has no problem. So to me, I really don't think it's a big deal. I do find a necessity to address it for people that don't understand context or my personality and would just be like, whoa, why did Aaron do that? I thought he was a nice guy, or well, I am a nice guy. That video doesn't do anything. But really, it was kind of a self-esteem boost of being friendly to her. And yeah, like I said, if you take it in context, knowing that she was disparaging herself pretty hardcore, that's why I even talked about that at all. So Kathy letting it out. Kathy, we used to talk quite a bit, and then she started. What ended up happening is we would have conversations, and she'd start giving them to because she liked. She was friends with us, but also friends with a group that we didn't like at all. But she started taking our conversations and giving them to the other people, and they started using them against us. And we talked to her about it several times, multiple occasions, and she kept doing it. And so we were just like, you know what, Kathy, we don't even want to hang out with you anymore. And we essentially kind of booted her from our group because she needs approval really bad. She really wants approval from people. And that's cool. And it's not that I didn't want to give her approval. But, you know, when she wants approval really bad, she'll seek approval from jerky guys and throw other people under the bus to get that approval. And so I wasn't, and other people in Anna and X Omniverse all got uninterested in her, and we agreed to kind of stop hanging out with her. So because of that, she kind of got upset and was mad, and I guess at some point, you know, thought that she could use this as a weapon or something. It doesn't really matter to me. The only thing, what does kind of matter to me a little bit and bothers me is he didn't title it Aaron's a pedophile, which wouldn't bother me as much. He's trying to do it so when people search for my business, that comes up. Now, it's really not an issue. I mean, people will look for pest control and find pest control and find me and then call me. No one's going to be like looking for my business and be like, Aaron Allen Pest Control. I need to study everything online about Aaron Allen Pest Control. Few people are going to do that. It's not really going to hurt my business in any significant way. I do think it's a dickhead thing to do. He's trying to attack me for my business, and that's pretty douchey. And so, yeah. But overall, it's not like I'm like, oh no, that's gonna, destroy my business and people will find out. No one's gonna find out. No one's gonna, for the most part, care. No one even looks me up. All my customers are my customers. They're not gonna be like, I need to research that Aaron guy. I don't even tell them that I'm anarchist or atheist, so I'd obviously prefer them to not know anything because they don't know the context of it all, of any of it. And therefore, taking my ideas and just saying, Aaron's an anarchist? I don't like him, Taking that out of context is not something that I wish to do. And same thing in this conversation. She was disparaging herself, and if you read it from that point of view, know that I make joking over-the-top comments. She knew that. She knew they were joking over the top comments, and some of it was like serious but half serious, or I think really anyone that knows me knows how to sort out which comments are which, just knowing my personality. So the video doesn't bother me as much as I think some people think it would, because I think anyone that knows me is just going to be like, yeah, it's Aaron. Anyone that doesn't know me is going to be like, what? That makes no sense. So I'm not really upset at all about that, but I do feel the need to, essentially give context to people that might be like, whoa, why did Aaron do that, But Stodles, he's kind of a megalomaniac. He wants power so bad, and because I was the guy that, said he licked my asshole, because in reality, he licked my asshole. He was like, no, I just said you used bad words. He really didn't. He said he fully agrees with me. He said it like multiple times. I fully agree with you. Okay, I fully agree with you. We use different words. I fully agree. He said it like 3 or 4 times in the conversation and then left. He also was like, I don't care about Aaron. I didn't want him around. But he favorited like 10 to 15 of my videos and even commented on my video a month ago saying, yay, for when I got 700 subscribers. He's trying to be indifferent, which is a great tool to get power. He's trying to dominate me and everything else, and so he did this because it's a tool to get power over other people. I don't expect any better, so it's not like, whoa, he's especially low, For the most part, I really have no shame. I don't mind anything about me getting out to people that have context. I don't want, even my customers knowing I'm an atheist, because out of context, that just makes me look bad. But if I talk to them about it, which I have with different customers, then I think the context I would provide would be perfectly fine. So yeah, for the most part, I'm not shamed about anything that I write, anything that I do, including this, including much anything else. A little while my girlfriend was like, yeah, but I mean, I guess if you was on YouTube, if you knew it was going to be on YouTube, you wouldn't have made those comments. But honestly, in a way, that's true, but it's in the same context of, if I had to take a shit and I knew it was going to be on YouTube, I probably would hold it for a while, Like, I mean, so what? Doesn't mean I'm ashamed of being shit. I have no desire to let other people watch me taking a shit, Not that I even think what I did was shitty. So that's about it. Feel free to leave a comment. I don't know, that's about it, I think. So, adieu. Oh, if you have specific problems, like if you leave a douchebag remark, I'm just going to delete it and knock you off. Because, once again, I have no, like, people are like, oh, you should leave comments up. I have no desire to leave douchey comments up. If you question me in any way, feel free. Send me a personal message or anything like that. I have no desire. The only thing that I feel the necessity to do, I do feel the necessity to defend myself to anyone that doesn't get the context. I don't feel the necessity to defend myself to Stodles. I'm sure it will just reinforce their views that I'm a horrible person, but I don't feel bad or guilty about it in any way. So anyway, that's about it. Feel free to comment and adieu.